Flattered, honored by the declaration of Senator Santiago. But unfortunately, I said, I am not good for national office. And besides, I intend to retire after this term. Gusto ko nang mag-retire, matanda na ako. Instead, I am asking Gilbert Chodoro to accept the draft. Alam mo, he is a man of integrity and competence. And he would make a good vice president of this republic. I know him on a personal note, may utang na loob ako sa kanya. Itong tao na ito, I said, he's honest, his capability is beyond issue. In my low moments sa buhay ko noon, early on, he stood by me. Bugado kasi siya. Natulungan ko siya. So, kung siya ang tatakbo ng Vice President, I will support him all the way. All the way. Lahat na. Ang resources ko, pati tutulungan ko si Gilbert. Siya yung choice ko for Vice President.
For President Mayor?
Wala pa naman. Pero ako ito, wala pa naman tumanggap sa kanila. Pero itong sinabi ko, Chodoro ako, Vice President.
Have you talked to Miriam?
And he would make a good president, by the way.
Nagkausap na kayo ni Sir?
Wala. Wala ba? Pero nire-respeto ko yung ni ma'am. Kaya lang, wala na talaga akong ambisyon national.
What can you say, Mayor,
And I have been very consistent in my declarations to the public.
about her plans, Mayor, to run as president? Si Senator.
Mag-usap kami. But ito isigit ko na lang rin. It was attributed to the statements of Attorney Panelo na may dalawang generals. So, totoo yan, may nakausap ako Ilang generals, every time that I go around, I talk to generals. Pero hindi totoo yan na there is a plan kudita. I will not be a party to any seizure of government. And I will not serve a government that is forced upon by the people. It's crazy. It has to be, however fragile it is or fractured the election may be, it has to be an election. I will not serve a government na seized by force. That's hindi ko yan. Bugado ako pati it's not in my system to do that. And besides, I supported President Aquino. And he has my loyalty to the very end, to the last minute and second of his presidency.
Nagkausap kayo, Mayor, ni Pinoy Service Visit?
Wala man. The usual, I say, welcome, sir. And paglabas niya, arrive to Manila safely, sir. Ganun lang yan. Pero makita naman ng mga tao, nandiyan lang ako sa airport, sundo, hindi kami nakakausap. O just a handshake and said, welcome Mr. President to Davao City. Have a safe flight, Mr. President. Arrive Manila safely. Yan lang ang conversation namin ni Aquino. Pero he is a legitimate president. Sabi yung kudita. Do not make me a party to that kind of. I will never serve a government that's being forced upon the throat of the people. Hindi ka mag-survive ng kudita, hindi na uso yan. Nobody would recognize you. And besides, I'm a lawyer. How am I supposed to accept a position there na through seizure? Wala ako, count me out. Ako, Chodoro ako for Vice President. I said I am committing to him now because he is competent and he is honest and he has the integrity to be the Vice President. Someday, mahusayan, mautak. Hindi naman, aywan ko sa yaman, pero may pera. And nakita ko na said early on, nung panahon na dinidemanda ako left and right itong may unworthy opponent dito sa Davao. Naka-wheelchair na. Nagyayabang pa hanggang ngayon. Itulak ko tuloy yung wheelchair niya.
Mayor, what about yung Duterte Pinoy tandem?
Ayaw ko eh. Pati si Presidente, hindi na yan mag-Vice President. Do not expect, alam mo, kung mag-Presidente yan, ibang paraan. Hindi yan mag-Vice President na magsishare ako sa kanya. Every time magkita, may share, ano gawin natin? Ayaw ko yan. Ayaw ko. Ay, tanda na ako eh. Magre-retire ako after my term. So para wala. So I make that clear to everybody now so that wala na speculation. I hope this would end speculation about the presidency and
Despite the flavor.
vice president or even senator.
Marami po kasing gusto talaga, Mayor.
Ayan ang mahirap. Napoproblema ako dyan. Lalo na itong mga Bisaya. Siyempre, itong mga Bisaya, ano ito, medyo agitated talaga sila na wala nga naman presidente talaga galing sa Mindanao. But unfortunately, hindi talaga ako. Hindi ako yan. So, maybe wait another generation. Well, eventually, in the fullness of God's time, there will be a president coming from Mindanao. Pero hindi ako yan.
Mayor, masin si Gibo Mudagag presidente, suportahan niya pa.
Oo. Si Gibo kasi, I said, utang na loob eh. Sasabi ko lang sa inyo, sa kaming mga Bisaya, lalo na yung taong matino, tinulungan ka, ni 5 sentimos hindi naghingi sa iyo, he won the cases for you before the Supreme Court. Filed by this unworthy opponent, politician who is now I don't know if he still can stand up. They say naka-wheelchair na. Kaya pag nakita ko yung putang ina, sipain yung wheelchair niya.
Mayor, may in-express po si Chodoro Duran.
Init na tuloy ulo ko.
May sinabi na po siya sa inyo na parang
Wala. But once upon a time,
Okay.
after this election, tinawagan ko talaga. Sabi ko, Sir, nagsishare ako dyan kasi malaki respeto ko sa tao na yan. Sabi ko, Sir, tatakbo ka ba ng presidente uli? Sabi niya, Rudy, medyo siguro sa experience niya. Kaya, hindi naman siya, sabi niya, tingnan natin, malay natin. Sabi ko, kung magtakbo ka, I said, I'm committing to you now. Noon pa yon. Kasi kami mga Bisaya, mabigat ang utang na loob sa amin. Kung may tao dito naman na matino, ay di magbayad ka ng utang na loob mo. Eh kung gangster yung utang na loob, yung gangster, di patayin mo na lang para wala ng utang na loob. Pero kung taong matino,
Mayor, if you're endorsing Gibo for Vice President and is not running for President, who is your bet for President? Among the names,
wala pa. Wala pa. Maybe, ang sinabi ko lang naman sa Presidente na Aquino, he has my loyalty. Not in politics. Sabi ko sa gobyerno. So that yung mga usap-usapang mga kudita-kudita, that can never happen. Because I would not, if I can help it, I would not allow it. Pero na lang, kung hindi mo talaga, you cannot, the circumstances are such that it's beyond your control, and that will be another story. Pero kung sabihin ako na asarap mo ako, sabihin mo kudita-kudita ko, ay, wag mo ako, do not make me a party of any silly move.
Mayor, reaction niyo po sa bullied up yung mga policemen. Are we not positive na hindi mangyayari?
You know, I do not want to, por respeto sa mga mayor doon, I cannot be judgmental. I can only say that I'm directing myself to the Philippine National Police to raise the vigilance now because crime is in the upsurge medyo tumataas. There's an upsurge of criminal. Pero dito sa Davao, iba ang istorya dyan. Dito, huwag kang mag-hulid up dito, patayan kita. I'll shoot you. Police mag-hold up dito, barilin kita.
Taga Davao Mayor yung negosyante.
Di, marami naman namatay dito na police na kidnap, hold up. Dagdagan natin kung gusto mo. Sige, di kayo. Do not do it in my city. Saka, ilang bang syudad ng Pilipinas? 72? 65 noon, 72. Mamili ka ng syudad na assignment na huwag dito sa Davao kasi dito sa Davao po tangina mo papatayin talaga kita. Sabihin mo yan doon sa human rights. Para sabihin ng human rights doon sa police na huwag kayong magawa ng masama doon kaya barilin kayo ni Duterte. Ganon yan. Hindi yung human rights na sabihin sa akin na masama yung sinasabi ko kasi tama yung sinasabi ko. Ang dapat gawin ng human rights, sabi sila, magpaseminar sila, hoy, police, huwag kayong mahulid up doon sa Davao, huwag kayo sa droga kasi papatayin talaga kayo ng mayor doon. And it has happened and it will happen again. Huwag mo akong, in other words, do not erase this. Baka huwag ninyo erase. Do not fuck it in Davao City.
Mayor, sa pikas ng unsay imong mensahe sa mga pulis nga taas na
Gusto mo na imong kuwan yung kumpanya?
wala.
Tingnan ano man yan? Ha?
Unsay imong mensahe sa mga pulis, Mayor, kay taas ang ato ang accomplishments karon sa drugs?
Alam mo, ang pulis sa Davao matino. Ang masasabi ko lang is, except for rare, sabi ko, not even few, but rare instances na ang pulis may involved ng kidnapping, droga. Namamatay naman talaga siya. Alam naman ng pulis yung buong mundo. Pero dito sa Davao, mababait. Maybe we are lucky that yung na-assign dito sa Davao talagang matino. So pasalamat tayo sa Diyos na binigyan tayo ng mga pulis pati sundalo na matino.
Mayor, nakapasok sa Davao yung extremist na si Abu Phillips. According sa
He was, I'm not quite, wala akong alam. Basta sinabi lang sa akin, kasi arpok ako, that may in-invite na Dr. Phillips, but they said that he was detained there because he is banned in United States, Japan, Germany. In other words, sabi nila terorista daw or he is advocating extremism, not terrorism. Sabi ko, sundin lang yung procedure ng BID.
Wala mo nag-istorya, Mayor?
Wala.
Wala ka na.
Kasi sabi ko, wala ako dyan. BID yan. It's a matter sa BID. He was invited to Camp Katitipan. He is there, or he was there. And I said, yung mga ganon sa mga taong pumapasok dito, it's an issue better addressed by BID kasi sa jurisdiction nila yan. Sila yung maghuli sa iyo and they would initiate deportation, karang ganon.
Pero sabi ng police, national threat siya ngayon.
Well, I believe the military says it's a threat, then I would go for yan ang ano niya. Wala man akong wala akong listahan. Actually sa police yan. I think the Dr. Phillips visited Zamboanga and he had an occasion to talk over there to some people. And he was heard to advocate radical or extremism. Parang the city council there passed a resolution declaring him persona non grata. But actually, I was informed that he was a Canadian citizen of somewhere in Africa, Ethiopian or I forgot baka Somalia.
Wala po niya nagibuhat diri, Mayor, nga nag-preach siya na sa mga...
Wala man. Yung sabi nila, he was tailed and the military, yung mga intelligence guys, I think na-recorded pa yung wala man. was advocating to be a good Muslim. So kung ganun lang, I have no reason also to disturb him or to molest him or to arrest him. Pagka ganun lang sinabi niya, be a good Muslim and ganun ito, ganun, you follow the Quran. I do not say anything wrong there. But maybe in other places, he was uttering other things. But dito, from what I have gathered from the military who heard him, he was tailed because there was a surveillance. And I think they were able to record the speeches. Nothing about extremism and terrorism. Sabi ko, kung ganun lang yan, I would allow him to talk. Kung ako, tapos ganun lang sinabi niya, well, go ahead. Because we all believe in the goodness of man and the words of the Holy Quran.
Mayor, man nga na-relieve si Bernard Danao sa DCPO, taas ang ilang crime na yung mga sunod-sunod na karnap sa motor o taxi.
Police surveillance din siguro. Alam mo kay Danao, abogado kasi ako, ang nakita ko doon sa video, there was a scaffold. Kamay ba ganun? And then the wife was there standing. Tapos I heard, hindi makita sa video, a guy who was angry or who was highly agitated. He was kicking something. Ang violence niya doon sa plato pati baso. Wala man na sabi na nabiak yung muka ng asawa o nakita natin na sinuntok. But there was this initial scuffle. And I said, it's very natural. I am sure kayo, at one time, ikaw, at one time, mayroon kayong mga ispadahay sa bana niyo. Everybody has had a quarrel with his wife or husband. Na ano lang yun, baka si lawyer, tapos ganun lang ipakita mo, nabasag ang mga plato, pinagsisipa. He was, his anger was vented against inanimate things. So may nakita niya ang asawa na niya. Oh, sige, tara, sige, nabuwak na, nabasag na. Then you relieve igay po na. Ebidensya, kawawa naman yan. It's not easy to reach that, mga sundalo to eh. These are the guys na sinasabi natin, sige, magpakamatay kayo dyan. Go ahead, fight. Hindi madali mag-abot ng ganon. It's all sacrifice. I mean, malayo sa pamilya. Ang evidence ganon lang, wala nang nabasag na, wala nang basag na muka, wala it was all quarrel. Tapos the fact that ang galit niya, doon niya binuhos doon sa plato, it shows that ibang istorya kung pinagsisipa niya asawa niya. But I said there was this scaffold. That by itself is not enough really to put down the person.
Pero temporary lang.
Masyadong hasty ang Kaya ako nag-object. Kasi sabi naman itong mga ulol doon sa na siguro pati siya, child. Oy, kayo mga 14, siguro inyong IQ 14.
Pero,
I'm a lawyer and I go by the books.
pero temporary lang na, Mayor.
Oh, well, I don't know about the PNP. Basta sabi ko sa kanila, that is not enough. Karami nag-away dito ang kasiman. Sabi, sino ba yung meron ba itong yawang? Sabi ko, is supposed to implement the law. How are you supposed to implement the law? Ikaw yung may kaaway. Sawa mo. Do you have to think about implementing the law when you have a quarrel with your wife? It's a domestic problem. Of course, yung nakita ng public, hindi maganda. Talagang hindi maganda. Bakit? Yung nanay pati tatay mo mag-away, maganda tingnan? Ang sino dito ng may nanay pati tatay na inag-away? Ito namang mga nasa Facebook kung na makababa naman ang IQ ninyo. Remember, you're dealing with a lawyer. I go by evidence. I go by the weight of things here. That is not enough.
So your question is really clear.
The fact nakita mo yung anger niya nandoon sa karton. Otherwise, yung asawa niya, gaya ito kay Rice, yung sa national football na doon sa elevator, sinuntok talaga niya, bagsak yung asawa. Ang asawa doon nagsabi lang, oh, nabuak na, oh, nabasag na. Wala naman nabasag na muka. Wala namang ngipin na lumipad. No spilled blood. All words. And you must remember, huwag nag tayo magpa-kurnihan dito. Ang mag-asawa nag-aaway talaga. Kaya sabi ko yung mga generals, tanungin mo. Sabihin na wala silang nag-aaway sa asawa nila. Danaos, para sa akin, should have stayed here. Then kung may charges dito, because if there are charges, dito man talaga ang jurisdiction yan because crime or wrong is jurisdictional. So dito yan. So badali siya. Badali siyang mga gasto sa aeroplano pa. Isweldo ng polis hanggang dyan lang. Tapos, every hearing, punta sa dito, criminal case meron, o administrative, kawawa naman yung tao. Not because I want, this is not a brief for Danao. I said, I've been a prosecutor for 10 years before I became mayor. I go by the weight and the evidence.
Mayor, history ang ginawa ng mga militante doon na protesta sa SM Lanang sa Vice Pipino.
Hindi ko ba alam. Tapos tinawagan ko, sabi ko umuwi na kayo. Oh, totoo, tinawagan ko, sabi ko umuwi na kayo. May ano ako dyan, may friend ako dyan.
Mayor, satisfied na ba ka sa performance sa DPWH karon mga imong gipatawagan?
I said there are projects which are really delayed, long overdue. Tapos yung ibang ano dyan, subcontract nila, they get the contract because malakas sila doon sa Manila. It's being subcontracted here. Tapos yung mga subcontractor, wala namang equipments, wala lahat. Mag-arkila pa sila. And sometimes, most of the, kasi maraming projects, the equipments are, most of them are deployed already. So you have a hard time assembling the equipments that you need to go on with the projects. It has caused delay. Saka ano yung isipin na yung riding public, the comfort. Kasi hindi kasi nila maintindihan eh. I am not bad at DPWH. Kasama kami sa gobyerno. Ang sinasabi ko lang na supervise nilang mabuti at saka wag naman yung maistorbo ang riding public kasi paglabas ko pati yung traffic nandoon na sa tulip. Sinasabi ko sa kanila, sinabi ko na sa inyo ngayon, maraming sumasakay dyan na may sakit. Karamihan yung mga matatanda may diabetes. May incontinence yan, mag-ihi lang yan dyan, hindi na mapigil yan eh. Yung iba naman siguro may diarrhea. Traffic in a local government is given to sa amin. So how can I manage the traffic situation or confusion or congestion kung hindi ka magpaalam sa akin na magbangag ka? Kaya ngayon, para we can have to rationalize everything, palamin mo ako, tapos sabihin mo sa akin sinong contractor at ilang araw yan. Kaya pag sinabi niya na 5 araw, tapusin mo ng 5 araw. And do not do it during peak hours, prime time. Kasi yung alas 7 pati hanggang alas 9, yung alas 4 hanggang alas 8, uwian ng tao yan. So, stop working ka dyan. Huwag ka magtipid. Nagtitipid eh.
Mayor, kanina personally tinurnover na ni President Aquino sa Congress ang draft sa BBL.
I hope it would pass. I pray to God that lulusot yan and hoping that it would, hoping and praying that it could bring peace to the land. Sana naman. But there are legal issues there which are put in question. So, yan ang hindi natin makako. I have my own opinion. It's not the right time to be saying it in public. Kasi ayaw ko na magdagdag ng ano.
Pero na positibo ng epekto Mayor if ever mapasa.
Oh, kasi sinabit na ni Presidente. I said the President has my loyalty and he has my cooperation to the very last day of his term. I made that commitment to him. May taong pumunta dito. I think it was ex-secretary Sereno. Sabi niya na, can you assure us? Oh, yes, of course. I supported the President. I will remain loyal to him. And he has my commitment na huwag na siya mag-isip sa akin dito sa Davao o kung anong gawin ko makakasira sa kanya. I will protect him.
Pero nabilitaan na mo nga naana po dako nga project o mga programs ng gobyerno para sa Davao next year man nga karong tuigan ay Ecology Department o nga po mga linear o tubag machines ng MC o SPMC. Pwede ba mahibaw na to nga naabay nagka-line up ng mga dagko nga tumabag?
Yeah, yung binihiningi ko yung una, yung cobalt, then I was not really properly informed. I fell short also of grasping hindi ko naman alam paano yung cobalt, pati yung linear accelerator na talaga very specific sa ano. Well then, I changed my mind. I said that instead of the cobalt, which is shotgun type, bilhin na lang tayo nito. Pero sabi naman ni Congressman Ongab, nandyan na yung pera, bilhin mo na lang and we will give you the linear. Because mas mabuti kung dalawa. Kung anong advice ng doktor, kanilang teritoryo yan, sunod tayo.
Sa infra Mayor.
Wala akong alam. I have not talked to I have not been informed by. Dapat nga sana bigyan nila kami listahan para malaman ko. I'm not making myself important. The problem is, I said, we get to manage the traffic situation, congestion, confusion, if you may. Kaya dapat malaman lang namin what's in the works. Para hindi ako galit siya, hindi ako mad. I cannot be mad at pareho-pareho lang kami government employee or employees.
May problema sa Barangay Gumitan, sa Kapalong. Yung sa
Kapalong.
Yung sa ililusad na pangayaw ng mga lumad as ARPOC chairman.
Yes, I will convene maybe the police pati military muna and the mayors. The barangay captains would want to participate, then I welcome them.
Pero sa mayor.
Patawag ko muna yung operating units sa Philippine Army pati yung police. I am not familiar now with the situation with the environment. That's outside of my jurisdiction as mayor. But I will recognize it as a problem for the region because I am the chairman of the Peace and Order Council.
LGU Mayor, mag-istorya po.
Mga mayor ka.
Mayor Salvo, how true that the local government returned 9 million in PDAF funds?
Dito sa atin. Ako wala.
Return.
Ang PDAP, ang sabi nung PDAP, yung sa ospital yan. Bigay doon kay Congressman Ongab, diretso yan sa ano. Pero binibigay sa amin, check lang yan, pasa rin namin doon. Wala akong PDAP o DAP na hinahawakan. Wala akong hini sa kanila sa PDAP nila, pati DAP.
Pero in terms of national funding, wala daw ni-return ang city kung hindi siya PDAP?
I really do not know. Where did you get the story? Sa uli sa kanila? Gago, bakit di sa uri? Binigay na nga, pero yan. Karami nating problema. Even, ang pinaka mabigat sa syudad is the lingap. Marami dito, about 2 million plus to 7 million inhabitants here. Siguro 95% dito hindi makabili ng medisina. Nandyan lahat yan sa city government. And because it's sometimes a life-threatening situation, nangungutang talaga kami. That is why. Pero ang transaction yan sa hospital, pati city government. Ang medisina galing rin doon. Hindi bang pagpayag yung ibang medisina? Pero na lang kung wala talaga. Pero yung doon na for patients confined di hospital, gusto nila yung medisina lang kasi alam nila sigurado it is not fake, hindi expired, the potency of the the effectiveness. Natin alam, kabili kasi sa kalabas doon, peke. That is why I said, ang utang natin sa ospital malaki. Kasi diyan natin kinukuha. For safety reasons, maybe, doon magdala ko niyan. Kasi sa labas, mahirap eh. Sige, ang doktor, magdalawa-dalawang isip kung saan mo ito nakuha ito, tapos na-injection mo kirig. Kaya, medisina talaga nila. Kalang utang natin kalaki. How do you expect me to say something to itong tao na may leukemia, may TB dyan sa harap ko? Sabihin ko, wala akong pera. Di mangutang. Ganun kasi kadali. So, yung pisan order pan. Yung pisan order pan, binabayaran ko 50. Yun yung nagsusurveillance. Then another 50. Auxiliary police, nagdaga ko. Yun yung mga tanod. O tapos yung task force Davao. O binabayaran ko, so dalaw ako nagbabayad niya sa sweldo nila. Kasi SKA yan sila, converted into parang sa army, under the Philippine Army. Ito ang sweldo niya. Tapos yung mga security sa barangay, baka gano'n. Kaya may listahan yan eh. Do not worry about your money. May listahan yan. May ginasweldohan na. Kaya malaki yung ano. Malaki ang pisa doon, di pa, pinakamalaki sa mayor's office. Bakit? Sa office ko lang kasi ako ang disbursing. Wala akong program para sa pera na yan. Para yan doon sa... Pero tayo, 50 na umiikot lang. Nakikita kung sino yung mga snatcher dyan, sino yung kawatan. Then another 50 doon na attached to the barangays. Then the food, si SKA, attached to the army, to attach for the one.
Mayor, you served as city vice mayor for 2 terms. Have you experienced the non-quorum leads to the adjournment of decision?
It can happen.
It
can happen.
So it's just normal, sir.
It can happen. There's always a bad day for everybody. Yung isa may problema, yung isa. At saka bakit nila inulit kasi yung 10 o'clock?
Dapat hapon.
Kasi may ganahan mo mataog 10 o'clock. Kaya ang mga politiko, matog pista, makikino, makakaon. Kaya sa Congress, it's always 4. Sa hapon talaga ang trabaho ng legislators because sa gabi, you have to go out. Politiko ka eh. May pista doon, may namatay doon. Then you have to wake up at 6 o'clock, 7 to attend decision. Yung decision nila para sa akin to, bahala sila. But for respeto, I'm not imposing anything. But ito, yung ginawa nila, gitransfer ko nga yan sa alas 2. Kasi nung una, alas 10. Alas 10, sige pag-inom. Kasi bata pa ako noon eh. Vice Mayor ako. Pag-inom, bilar,
Mayor, ipasa na ganyan sa second reading to pag-revive sa direct flight from Davao to Sulawesi sa Manado sa Indonesia.
ambot lang. I was not properly advised on it.
Pero Mayor, mo to yung istorya last time ito sa Mindanao.
Yes, we are talking about restarting the flights to Indonesia. But I am, inshallah, God willing, I am going to Manado because Manado, I think North Sulawesi is celebrating its 50th founding anniversary. And I was invited by Surandayang. Problema, walang flights dito sa North Sulawesi pati sa Davao. So kaya sabi ko kay Pastor Kibuloy, can I borrow your jet? Sabi niya, go ahead.
Mayor, manunood
Gamitin mo yan kung saan mo gustong gamitin. Sabihin, hindi pa naman daw niya ginagamit. So, I will be using a citation jet going there.
Kailan, Mayor?
passengers man,
Mayor,
Mayor.
kailan?
Mayor, mga 30
Dili
passengers
da,
man.
I will not tell you the exact time because I cannot accommodate all of you. I know that you'll be too happy to go there.
Mayor, manunood lang man ang flight dito from 1983 na murag pack dito sa
Sometimes it's financial issues. Baka hindi talaga kumikita. Or yung
Nag-lift
mga
mo
landing fees na dito mahal.
nag-lift nilang itong tax free gani. Yalaw na sa unang lifted sa gobyerno mo na nga nag-impose ng taxes.
And even the landing fees, kanang parking ana
Mahal.
using mahal. I think it's 270 I don't know, dollars or something.
Mayor, ganun wala pa niabot itong mga bala nga gamiton sa swap force sa DCP.
Stricto man karon, di ba? Stricto si Purisima. Nakanay license to possess, napag yung license to own. Napag yung kay permit to carry, and you have to get a special permit if you want to kill, permit to kill.
Mayor, pumalag ang Mines and Geosciences Bureau sa pag-ban ng mining sa Davao City. Ano po yung take?
Balag sila.
Yes, Mayor.
Sino ang?
MGB.
Bakit sila pumalag?
Meron naman daw mga responsible miners.
Totoo? Point to me one.
Ginsaga Mayor.
You know, yung Marcaper, until now, they're still cleaning it. And others, you can ask people who have retired from the mining industry.
Mayor, ang isa lang nga example na mining responsible miners is ang wholesale daw.
O dili mo ng mining metallic, kuan man ang ilan, o sa mga ng lime.
Okay, ang kan mga is wala na specify kung unsang klase ng mining.
I cannot stop it because I will stop the production of cement, but they have been there already, so I would use the kontrata yan eh. Then you impair the obligations of contract, which is not allowed under the Constitution. Non-impairment of contracts. And besides, ang kinukuha na lime, if it's just a lime, they go ahead. Pero kung metallic na magkuha ka ng gold, copper, binuha. Ayaw.
Pero total ban dyan sa mining ng Davao.
Ban talaga, ayaw ni Inday, ayaw ko. Because it can cause pollution.
So ang ginabawa
and
na sa
destruction.
Mayor isang metallic mining lang.
Laba, that's an exception dito sa akin. Itong maybe I will consider another one, but dito may kontrata tayo. But they do not mine malime there kung hindi tayo pumayag. So there is a contract between the government and them. So hindi ka man talaga pwedeng mag-mine dito. And you just go not go ahead and you pass a mining ban, you have to consider that you cannot impair, cannot violate that contract. The Constitution does not allow it. Nandyan na yan eh. That has been operating for the last 25 years, I think, 30 years. Tapos suddenly magsabi ka na iban mo lahat ng mining, pati yung lime. Yung lime, sagol mo na simento. Hindi man yan, we need the cement to build the houses here. Buildings and all. Eh kung iban mo yan, di magsira.
What if Mayor ay magsunod bagod rin na magminaw?
Yan ang problema. Tingnan natin.
Balik lang sa Sulawesi na ano. Have they promised any other investments for this?
Wala. Paibot lamang. The talks were done between businessmen. Kami dito, lang kami yung yung initiator, we just open the avenues and opportunities for the commercial relations, industrial, cultural, educational. Pero yung nitty-gritty niyan belongs to doon sa kanila na yan, mga negosyante.
Mayor, nadugangan ang statistics nato sa mga bata nga 4 years sa drugs. Any suggestions po?
Kung saan naman yung mga bata. Pero ako'y kuhan, pero nanay ka na ba? Nanay ka na, di ba? Na kayo magsuon? Bantayog mayo, kasi madugal na statistics. So pa?
Pero ang grupo ni Kapitan Masanggit Mayor, padayon man gihapon
Di
sila.
ba na ko na sila maparag? Ingnan ko naman na sila. Ingnan ko na sila nga. Masagdi lang mi. Total, wala mo gasto sa kong kwarta. Saon to man na. Walang alag ako ng awayon, ako man ng kapitan, ako ng leader. Pero ingnan ko naman guys, kapilan ako magsulti nga rin karo mo. Kang gibo ako. Matino na tao, kasi may utang na loob. Kaming mga Bisaya, basta utang ng utang kabubuton, bugat gina. Bakit hindi ako magbayad ng utang kabubuton ko? Matino, hindi naman masamang tao. Ikong gangster yan, ibang istorya yan. Competent, integrity, honesty. Tapos, I said, on a personal note, karoon ako, may utang na loob ako sa tao.
Parang coincidence, Mayor, kung kanina, before they give us this day, Pastor Kibuloy, nausap kami ni Bangladesh man, Pastor. Sabi niya, kung di daw kayo tatakbo, we'll go for Gibo, still. Bakit? Parang ganun.
Kasi, nakita siguro ni Pastor ang qualities ni Gibo. I think he supported Gibo the last election. Nga mahusay naman talaga Gibo. Yes, the qualifications. Number 1, Batap Natsirian, bright, Harvard graduate, mahusay makipagdili sa kapwa-tao niya. Kung tulong talaga.
Isa sa nakapindi siya, Mayor, katong pag-endorse ni Jimmy siya, magkakaroon isa na ilan. Last election.
Endorse ha?
Ni Jimmy siya, tanong ni Murag mo ito isa ka na ilan.
Wala. Destiny. Hindi ko talaga, I hate to go back sa Basta ako, Gibo ako for Vice President.